Hello my wonderful J-Pascals, welcome back to a new video, and listen, don't even say it. I know I've been gone for some time, alright? At school, I've gone to Orlando. Yes, Orlando. You want proof? Here. Got the Mario wristband. See? Best time of my life. Great. I'll do a more in-depth short video about it in a bit, but I'm not gonna discuss too much about that. First off, happy Halloween. Unless you're watching this on sometime in November, because sometimes my videos take a few days to upload, apparently. But, for me, happy Halloween. And as you've seen from the title and thumbnail, we are going to be reacting to, here's the warning. We are going to be reacting to the Unwithered Truth's, reboot of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. And for me, this one is special because if you don't know, of what I've said in my past few videos, FNAF 2 is probably my favorite FNAF game that was made by Scott Cawthon, because there's just something about that game that I really love, like the gameplay, if that makes sense. I would probably say that's probably the reason. And, I absolutely love his first idea. Cult. Absolutely loved his, reboot of the first FNAF one. Like, I thought it was amazing. I thought it was clever. Thought it had good things in it. And overall, it just felt like a really good reboot of, for pretty much the entire franchise. Like, it's basically, it's what if all of the FNAF lore, like Secure Reach, Secret of the Mimic, the other games from Steelwall, all of that, what if it was planned from the very beginning, alright? Now, Scott Cawthon would probably be even more insane if all of that really was planned from the beginning. Well, who knows? This could either become a fan game, or hey, this could become an official licensed reboot. Really. But I'm not going to waste any more of y'all's time. Again, make sure to subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss another video from me. I started with my words like that. Make sure to subscribe and turn notification bells on so you do not miss another video from me. There we go, that's much better. Like the video. If you don't like it, that's fine. I don't mind. And comment down below what I should do next. I definitely think I'm going to try my best to get back into the habit of YouTube since I haven't been for a while. But anyways, we are going to be reacting to the FNAF 2 reboot by the Unwithered Truth. Y'all ready? Oh yeah. Make sure you all read that. This video. Warning, this video contains flashing lights. They may affect viewers who are susceptible to epilepsy. However you say it. And I could possibly pause throughout it to give my thoughts and words, and I don't usually do that, but hey, it might be cool. But anyways, stop yapping, and let's get on with this. 3, 2, 1.
In my last video, I went through exactly what a reboot of the first FNAF game would look like if I were
Five Nights at Freddy's Anniversary, okay, just from the last video.
The response to that video has been overwhelmingly positive, and so I thought I'd waste no time and hop right into a sequel.
Yes.
You guys had a lot of thoughts regarding some of the changes and updates I made to the first game, so I tried to keep all that feedback in mind when tackling the second game. In case you missed my first of these reboot videos, I'm going to reiterate that this reboot universe that I'm making is drawing inspiration from, but not beholden to, the old lore. Any references made to classic FNAF games or books are done for fun and also to use them as building blocks for a new lore, which hopefully feels a little more cohesive as it's being planned from the very beginning. So if there's something here which is inaccurate to the original...
I like that, because, one thing that I do... Oh, first like it, of course like. One thing that, that kind of bothers me about FNAF as a whole is, the lore... You can't keep up with it. FNAF is one of those things where the lore is, I almost want to say, incohesive. For example, Poppy Playtime, I know I'm using Poppy Playtime as a reference, but hear me out. Poppy Playtime, while it does have a lot of lore, and it could be a bit of overwhelming lore or something like that, it fits like a puzzle very well. It works very well. It ties in very well, and it's easy. It's understandable why it's like that. With FNAF, let's say you have a complete puzzle, but there's one missing piece left. And on the table, you have 100 pieces of what that missing puzzle piece could be. That's what FNAF is like. And, you know, I kind of feel like it's better if they do it something like this, because FNAF is confusing already, so this would probably be easier. Alright?
Rest assured that it's a change I'm making intentionally, and that very much applies to this game, as this one is going to be a much more severe overhaul than the first video.
Severe overhaul,
without
okay.
further ado, let's jump into the sequel to FNAF Anniversary, which I'm going to call Five Nights at Freddy's Heyday.
Heyday. There we go. Oh, I love this menu. And this is amazing because the FNAF 2 movie's coming up. Oh, alright. Ooh, part 1 maintenance. Okay. This is definitely new. It's gotta be.
Good evening.
Oh, wow.
After hours. Putting in the overtime, eh? Good for you. After Robotics always appreciates the hard work.
After Robotics, okay, okay.
It seems that you're attempting to perform maintenance on Error. Would you like a hand with that? Good. Glad to be of assistance. If you have followed procedure, Error should be waiting on the platform upstairs. Please activate.
So this is held
on the maintenance console to get
E,
started.
really. Okay. So it looks like with this, there's going to be tons of more maintenance.
Uh-oh. It appears our system does not recognize the animatronic you're trying to perform maintenance on. This station is only intended for maintenance pertaining to approved Afton Robotics creations.
Okay.
Are you sure you wish to...
That is...
Okay, let's get started. First,
He must have gone in the kitchen to get some ketchup. That's what I'm just going to say. Okay. Added Freddy's parts. Okay. Okay, so he's much more cleaned up now. Okay.
Good job. Error looks good as new. Before we send Error back on stage, we must ensure the animatronic is functioning as intended. To proceed, please connect your FAS remote to the maintenance
FAS
console.
remote?
If you do not have a FAS remote or fail to connect one in the next 10 seconds...
I saw this from the thumbnail, I think. I saw this from the thumbnail. Oh, wow. Oh, that is cool.
Good job.
That looks incredible. That is amazing. I don't know who the 3D modelers are and the animators are, but this is incredible for the fact that they're able to do this. I just want this to be a fan game. Y'all put down in the comment section that this should be a fan game. Because, like, it is incredible to me that, like, for example, if someone were to say how they would reboot it, normally it would just be like, hey, I'm going to give you all a description and a sentence of how to do it. That's what they would usually do if, like, they're giving their explanation. Here, they're giving a full-blown animation that looks official. This is all in animation, which is insane. So, this is the remote, speaker, flashlight, and shock. Okay, that's definitely some sister location stuff. A lot of sister location from the first reboot.
On your remote, 3 buttons should have engaged. The first is a prompt button, which will test animatronic responses to external stimuli. To ensure our latest and greatest...
You're gonna hear
animatronic
voices?
toys remain fully operational during showtime. Between prompts, be sure to use your second button to activate your FAS remote's inbuilt flashlight and shine it directly at the animatronic's eye sensors. This will initiate a soft reset to prepare the animatronic for the next prompt.
Okay, okay.
These animatronics are considered...
So this feels very sister location.
Is not performing as expected and displays erratic or dangerous behavior, press the third button on your FAS remote to administer a controlled shock. This should promote a hard reset on all internal systems. But be careful, more than 3 resets in a single maintenance session can damage equipment. So it's best to play it safe and report any failed maintenance to your supervisor. To begin animatronic responses, please choose an appropriate sound prompt package from the list provided on your...
Crowd chatter, party time, and emergency. Okay.
Press the prompt button on your FAS remote to proceed.
Okay, so it's like a mix of like sister location and was it Pizzeria Simulator?
Document results on your maintenance panel. Let's try again, shall we? Press the
Okay.
power button to cycle.
Oh, he moved his head. I could see it. He moved his head. I love this. It has that extremely classic FNAF. While it's still new. Oh, oh. Better give that boy a shot. Get that boy a shot. Get that boy a shot. Oh. Oh.
Looks like that didn't have the
Okay.
response. Let's try again, shall we? Press the prompt button to cycle to the next item.
So when he has the white eyes, yeah, give that boy a shock. Okay.
More than the advised 3 shocks. Please submit this maintenance report so you may be appropriately reprimanded. Thank you for submitting your report. Punishment will be doled out swiftly. Please clock out and return home. We probably won't be seeing you again, so just in case, thank you for your mediocre service and have a fantastic life.
Fantastic, I like that.
Maintenance minigames. This
Yes,
gameplay
okay.
was first introduced to the series back in Sister Location. In that game, it was Funtime Freddy's maintenance section, and it became a huge aspect of the sequel, Pizzeria Simulator, in the South.
Pizzeria Simulator, that's what I was trying to think of.
If you're familiar with the latter, you'll know I'm taking heavy
Oh, I
inspiration
did say
from
that.
that game for this one. And if you're worried about using too many of these elements too early in the series, I can assure you that if I ever get to rebooting Pizza Sim or Sister Location, I'll make sure to update those minigame sections to make sure these parts don't feel redundant. The reason I decided to use this scenario as the opening for the game is for a couple of reasons. First of all, the player is introduced to a few gameplay elements before they're required to use them in the base game, which we'll talk about those more in detail in the next few sections. And secondly, this is a tone setter for both our characters and the world. This cold, bureaucratic treatment of things that are supposed to elicit wonder and excitement in children is off-putting, especially when there's obviously a lot more going on here than we may first realize.
I paused it at the perfect time. So there's Golden Freddy Bear. Fun fast fact. I'm sorry, I'm blot right now. Freddy Bear was the original name of Freddy. Now, anyways, I really like this so far. So it looks like they're not necessarily withered because it's like they're the normal animatronics, but it's also like they're very dirty, kind of decrepit in a way, and in order to like clean them up, that's what gives them that withered look. Okay, it's making sense. All right.
As with the first video, more will be revealed in the lore chapter later, but for now, let's talk a bit more about
that
the
sword.
improved Freddy's that our reboot will take place in.
Freddy's, okay. Is this where we see the location?
The pizzeria was lauded as a new location, much larger than the first game's map, with new state-of-the-art technology and overall an improvement in the company. So the first change that I'm making is that for story reasons, I thought it would work if the FNAF Heyday building and the FNAF Anniversary building were actually the same one, just many years apart.
Oh,
to make this idea work, I ended up going backwards from my Anniversary map layout to design this new building from many years earlier. Obviously, FNAF 2 is a much larger location, so
it's a little harder to see, but it's fine.
Expanded outwards. So, for example, what will eventually become the security office and the prize counter was once an entryway to the pizzeria, which wraps around a serving counter in the dining hall, connected to the kitchen, which remains in place. There's also a designated employee lounge next to these spaces for floor and kitchen staff to relax on their break. The dining hall remains mostly as it was, but the main stage, which exists from an even earlier version of the pizzeria, has been cordoned off, and the new main stage is to the right of the room.
Oh, okay,
Where the Cove and the wraparound arcade will someday stand is actually the location of this game's security office, which looks out onto the dining hall.
Oh, okay, so that's the...
left unutilized
in
1993 actually expanded this space into becoming a set of hallways which lead to new bathrooms, 3 party rooms, a secondary kitchen, specifically used for private parties.
Also, if I am yapping a lot, I don't have a link down below, but don't know how to do that, I guess, yet. But, please watch the original video, because they're just amazing.
Parties and the manager's office. The safe room is also yet to be cordoned off, so it's now accessible from both sides. One door to the back room, and the other to the hallway. Considering the rooms are located down here now, we have this space behind the stage, which is going to be converted into the new Kids Cove and arcade spaces.
Oh, okay.
Because we're going to be situated in the new security office off here to the left, we're going to be looking at the pizzeria from this perspective. Of course, we can't get a real feel for this new pizzeria without actually jumping in and seeing what it looks like for ourselves.
Here we go. Go. Part 3 gameplay. Here we go.
FNAF 2's gameplay loop is one which is both reviled and revered depending on who you ask. Obviously, the original game introduced us to the 5 new animatronic threats and removed our familiar defenses from the first game. While in concept, I really like the idea of bombarding the player with new threats, in execution, there's very little which set each of these animatronics apart. Now, some people's approach to redesigning FNAF 2 is to give all the animatronics all unique mechanics, but I find that there are simply too many new animatronics to do that for. So, instead, I thought that giving
I can agree with that.
defenses and stronger
New
threats
unique
would be an
defenses,
interesting way
okay.
to go about tackling this game's fresh cast of animatronics. But why listen to me ramble on when I could have the man himself tell you?
Oh, that looks incredible. Oh, wow, I love that.
Hello? Hey, Jim.
Ralph!
Ralph. If you're hearing this, it means I've figured out this voicemail thing. You know, new renovations, new systems, and hey, new night guard. It all went smoothly today for the opening, so let's...
Oh, JJ!
Shift. I'll be honest with you. Nights of this place can be pretty boring, but uneventful...
Bro, I'm gonna cry. Can this be real, please?
Going for. Now, apologies for this, but I gotta do the whole manager thing, you know. Hello and welcome to the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, a magical place for kids and grown-ups alike where fantasy and fun come to life. Congratulations on your new
the
summer job
wizards.
as a nighttime security guard. This building has
I love that UI up there.
state-of-the-art security and surveillance technology, which has been designed to assist you in defending and maintaining Fazbear Entertainment property. And yourself, obviously. They didn't write that. I'm adding that.
The chickens!
All of these security features are accessible to you
Oh,
through
Circus
your
Baby.
Robotics patented Handycam unit. Our new line of animatronics.
Oh, so that's the lounge, okay.
Fazbear certified
They got the trash can.
of youth security. Also
Oh,
known as
oh.
toys. I swear they always come up with the name before the acronym. Sorry.
That's right. In this game, the toys are on our side and serve as our main defenses against the wizards. Now,
The
we'll
toys
discuss
are
this
on
full
our
episode
side?
in a minute, but for now, let's focus on how these toys work.
Our new line of toys can be directed through your Handycam unit to obstruct or distract any potential threats to Fazbear property. Yeah, there's just a bunch of technobabble after that, so I'll skip over it. Basically, Bonnie and Chica make a bunch of noise, and Freddy deals with threats head on.
Using your camera map, you can move the toys animatronics from room to room, where each
Oh!
will carry out their own specific function. As Ralph mentioned, Toy Bonnie and Chica make a lot of noise, which you might be able to guess means they act as lures. Each toy has a short cooldown, which means you can't just spam them from room to room, so you have to be more strategic about their placement. Bonnie and Chica also only lure their withered counterparts, so you can't use them to completely disable all animatronics. We'll make sure
That's
the toys
cool.
are only
Okay, that's
active when
really
the
cool.
respective wizards are out and about, so Toy Freddy won't be in use until Freddy.
Okay, so that's definitely a very cool concept. I really like that concept. I will say, for probably the first few nights, it would probably be... I could already tell this would probably be a bit complicated. Or maybe I just need to listen to it better, but like, it definitely feels... I can't tell if it's more complicated or less complicated, but I was definitely not expecting it to say that. So that's really cool. And will it always be the wizards that go to the toys? I think so, since that matches with them.
Gets up from the safe room. Speaking of Freddy,
Oh. Candy Cadet. Oh, okay. So if it's almost like they're right there, that means...
now you might be wondering what inspired this change.
Okay.
And it was honestly my rejection of FNAF 2's lack of importance in the cameras. In the original game, the puppet's music box required the player to only ever stay on that camera in later nights, and there wasn't honestly much need to know where the animatronics were. As long
I
as you
agree.
were ready to put on your mask, you could pretty much avoid each of the animatronics besides Foxy, and he's down the end of the hole, so you're almost encouraged not to go on the cameras too often. With
I agree. It's like... really all with FNAF game, all FNAF gameplay is, like, for FNAF 2, it's literally just any animatronic besides Foxy and Ming, or I don't know, all of the toys, or all of them, pretty much all of them, mask, Withered Foxy, flashlight, puppet, music box. Sorry, that took a moment to click. That's literally all of FNAF's gameplay for FNAF 2. So, I really like that he did this, because, like, I agree, like, and also FNAF 1 also struggled with this. He did help a bit with that, I will say. FNAF 1, you don't really need to check the cameras at all, really. Really, it's pretty much just like, what I would do for, like, the original FNAF 1, I would just keep this door closed, like, the, right one, and only stay on the left. And if I hear Foxy running, shut it. Check the light for Bonnie, shut it. That's what I would do. So, it's very simple to have your very own strategy, that's the word. What I would personally do, maybe, for the FNAF 1 reboot, the FNAF anniversary thing of what it was called, I would actually probably give, I would give Freddy this mechanic. I don't know if y'all really care, but I don't know. What I would do is, I would have it where Freddy Fazbear, when he laughs, or something, so it's like you have a time limit. You have Freddy, and if he laughs, he goes to any camera in the pizzeria. And when you find him on the camera, you need to play a music box thing, and that would send him back to the stage. So it's kind of like a spring trap mechanic, really. That's what I would personally do. I don't know. Hit me up on Richard. No. Alright. Anyways.
In the toy system, the player needs to keep track of the Withers and make sure that they're managing their defenses well. They have to be ready to move Toy Freddy into Withered Freddy's paths, or to set Bonnie up nearby Withered Bonnie to make sure that he's slowed down on his way to the office. If the animatronics ever do make their way to the office, we're keeping our mask and flashlight mechanics intact from the original. From the desk-mounted console, the player can retrieve the Faz remote from the maintenance section and use the flashlight to stall animatronics that make it to the hallway. This console can also be used to charge the flashlight, as it will have a lot less battery than in the original version. In the event that the animatronics ever actually make it to the office, we can hop on an old Bonnie mask, I wonder where that came from, and wait for the animatronics to go about their business.
Oh, a toxic meter.
Inspiration from the unreleased dev version of FNAF 2, this mask mechanic has a timer, meaning you can't just hide in the mask forever. This also encourages the player to handle the threats before they make it to the office, as if they get too close and you have to wait for multiple animatronics.
Don't the animatronics make it in?
Not last very long in the mask, considering it's a very musty, moldy, not made for human respiratory systems animatronic face.
I honestly doubt you'll have need for most of the security stuff. Worst I ever had to deal with on the night shift were some bored teens trying to make trouble. Ended up using a Freddy mask to blend in with the merchandise until they left. Yeah, I was never much cut out for the security office. But hey, I'm sure you'll do much better. Okay, Jerry, it's been a long day, so I'm gonna catch some shut-eye. If you need anything, just let me know by tomorrow night, and we'll sort it out. Okay, good night. Oh, and have a fantastic shift.
Like the tea, I bet. Funtime and Foxy.
And Foxy are some of the most iconic elements to come out of FNAF 2, with Foxy's light sensitivity and Mangle's mangledness. First of all, let's discuss our poor, disassembled, pink and white friend, Mangle.
Alright.
If you've seen my Sister Location Theory video, you'll know that I proposed that this toy Foxy wasn't a toy at all, but instead a holdover from the previous location.
That's very good detail.
This will be the case for my reboot timeline. This version of Foxy isn't actually a Foxy at all, but instead a new member of Freddy and Friends named Funtime the Fox.
Funtime's supposed to be more kid-friendly and able to be played with, so she's a bit more malleable. Any amount of force.
That's really creepy. I love that.
Stops them from crushing any kids that might get caught in the joints. Not that that would ever happen, of course. At least, not again.
Oh.
The Mangle, technically not being a toy, isn't controlled by our camera systems. The Mangle's first function is to act as a sort of anti-toys character. When the Mangle is in a room, that camera will be glitched and full of static, just letting us catch glimpses of the twisted mess of animatronic parts. This also means that the toys cannot be set to that room. This will lead to moments where the player wants to send Bonnie or Chica toys into these rooms, but is blocked by the mangle. The player either then has to wait it out and hope the Withereds don't move closer, or they have to improvise an alternative strategy.
Staff was supposed to put him back together at the end of every shift, but I guess people got lazy. Obviously, we fixed her up for the opening, but I doubt it'll be long before she's back to being, well, the staff calls it the mangle. Names like that tend to stick. Anyway, those vents in your office are rigged with motion
Wonder
triggers.
why.
If anything does set off the sensors, just tap the lit up button and it should scare off whatever's scampering through.
Oh, okay.
I'm told it's a pest
Oh, that is cool.
control.
Notice how the lights went like that?
As the nights go on, Mangle will try and make its way through the vents toward us more frequently and will move more quickly, making it a mad dash to zap her before she makes it into the office. If the player isn't quick enough to catch him with these controlled shots,
That was a cool jump scare.
obviously we have no toys equivalent to deal with our shy pirate friend, so instead we're going to have to deal with him in another way once he activates on night 3. In this game, the front office door from the original has been replaced with a large window. Throughout the night, the player will catch glimpses of a shadowy Foxy progressing his way through the diner area, closer and closer to the player. The player will have to be prepared to flip the switch next to the office window to turn on the main lights, which will freeze the pirate fox in place. This way we keep our light sensitivity for Foxy intact without losing his more unique approach to attack from the original. It's also a subtle reference to the fun with plush trap minigame from FNAF 4, which I always thought was quite cool. This version is definitely less punishing than that game, with a much larger window, pardon the pun, to catch Foxy in. Hitting the light switch too early will mean the player loses access to it for a short time, indicated by the power box fritzing out. Again, another pun, sorry. Obviously, we don't want that to happen, as if Foxy gets too close and we don't have the switch to shut him down...
He pushed him out of the...
Pork butt now.
Not sponsored. Not sponsored. Not sponsored. Don't look at it. Not sponsored. So far, it's a very cool concept. I feel like, though, for the Foxy thing, I feel like since he's very far away, I feel like it would be a little hard and a little tricky to see him, but it's probably a bit more fun and maybe a bit more, smarter for his mechanic. Gosh, can you please hurry? I just want to react to something, man. Thank you. Alright. Part 5. The Marionette. Okay, let's see how this is
the
going.
puppet, one of my favorite FNAF characters, and also my least favorite element of the original FNAF 2. As terrifying and intriguing as she was back in 2014, the puppet's mechanics in the original game left a lot to be desired. I think, in concept, this ever-looming threat, which is only a few ticks of the music box away from unleashing hell on the player, is really cool. But in execution, as mentioned before, the player is forced to stay on the prize corner cam if they
That is very true. You just pretty much camp it.
This mechanic obviously can't remain in this new version of the game, at least not without some alterations. I considered leaving the puppet to only appear on Night 5, similarly to how I treated Golden Freddy in the first game, but honestly, this game is going to be our only real opportunity in the series for the puppet to act as a main antagonist against our player, so I don't want to waste her. How then am I going to handle the puppet in FNAF Heyday? Well, on Night 2, Ralph has this to say.
You may have noticed the ceiling rails around the building. Those are actually a remnant of a previous restaurant. One of the old characters used them to get around. Now, that particular animatronic was supposed to be deactivated, but the technicians always had a hard time keeping it deactivated. So instead we found a way to repurpose it to dole out prizes in the arcade. To keep it functioning, though, it needs to come out of its box every now and then to glide around so its servos don't lock up, which it does at night. Yeah, look, before
Very
it was a gift giver, it was
obvious
sort
thing
of
they
a
would say
precursor to the current security
for Fazbear
box.
Entertainment.
The thing is, it was always a bit more aggressive.
Oh, that's
Considering
cool.
after hours, the old programming might mistake you for an intruder. So if you ever find it approaching the office, just use the music box system on your camera feed to stall it. For some reason, the lullaby sort of neutralizes its AI for a while. So just make sure you keep an eye on it in case it moves. It's best not to let it get to the office.
I think this system for the
Oh,
puppet
so
keeps the same
so you have to go
spirit
to
as the
different
old
spots of the
3D
camera.
while
Okay, that's much
the
better.
player still has to use the camera systems to their full extent. The puppet is much easier to keep in place than the other animatronics, but letting it slip away from its current position will mean it's one step closer to nabbing the player. This ups the tension and means the player will be panicking more and more as the puppet's inevitable crawl towards us progresses. Now, you might be wondering, what will stop players from just keeping the camera on the puppet the same way as they did in FNAF 2? Well, not much, honestly, but the point is that the rest of the camera system is equally as important. As mentioned before, the wizards still have to be monitored throughout the night, so yes, while you can sacrifice using the cameras to keep the puppet at bay, it means you're not able to deal with the other threats as efficiently. The most effective strategies require a balancing act of the cameras on all your threats, not just the puppet like in the original game. At least that's the idea. Those are all of our animatronic threats and defenses. So now, let's move on to...
Hey, what about Balloon Boy?
Oh, crap, Balloon Boy. Yeah, so in all honesty, I was really struggling to implement Balloon Boy in an interesting way for this game.
Okay, and only there's JJ too.
With mechanics, and more so how to implement him into the world in a diegetic way, which made sense. I've settled on the following, but leave ideas down below if you think there's a more interesting way for him to be utilized. So, considering FNAF 2 actually introduces us to both Balloon Boy and JJ, the latter admittedly in a smaller role, I thought we might as well give them both a purpose. We've got two balloon characters, and two doors either side of us. So, in either hallway, BB and JJ are situated in slumped positions. Like the other toys, these two are actually here to help, in the most annoying way possible. Throughout the night, both characters have balloons which slowly fill with air. Side note, I know JJ isn't really balloon related in the original series, but anyway, once filled, these characters will hold onto their balloons until another animatronic enters their respective hallway, at which point... This is a warning system for players who are keeping too close of an eye on their cameras, or as a way to help out players struggling with the mechanics. Or, and this is my favorite part, as a way to startle even the most locked-in players.
Okay, so the first night is never usually that bad in any of the games, so I'll play.
Once these things are gone, they're gone. You could
That's great.
have a
I
system
love
where
that.
they replenish, but
Hazard early
in
life-saving
the
location output.
throughout the night to know where the animatronics are. Anyway,
I don't know
now
how
that
he
those
came up with
mechanics
that, but
are
that is
away,
incredible.
Let's discuss how everything comes together on night 5.
Part 6, Dawn Cannon ending.
Night 5 starts as the prior 4 have, a call from Ralph addressed to Jerry. Except this time, Ralph's not alone.
Hey, Jerry? I wanted to call and let you know that after your shift, I'll need you to pull all the day and nighttime security footage from earlier this week. I can't say much, but there's been somewhat of an investigation going on. Nothing to worry about, just...
What do you mean nothing to worry about? There's always something to worry about in FNAF.
Hey, look, I'm really glad you called. Did someone turn on those old robots in the back?
Like the originals? I don't think so. Why, what's up?
Look, I know this is gonna sound crazy.
Oh,
but
Jerry!
they're not in the back room anymore.
What?
They're moving around the place.
On their own?
Yeah, look, I don't know why or how, but the duck seemed like it was trying to get into the office and...
Chica's a chicken, Jerry. Hence in the name.
Whatever. Look, I used the new one to keep her away like you said on the voicemails, but she's still coming closer.
Hey, keep calm. Everything will be alright. I know those old ones can look a bit spooky, but there's honestly nothing to worry about. Even if they did make it to the office, they'd probably just sing you happy birthday.
I don't know, man. They're freaking me out. Oh, God. Freddy's gone. He's... Ah! Okay. Whew, he's just standing there. Ralph, I think you were right. He's kind of cute up close. Not really. Oh. Wait. What's coming out of its eyes? Ah!
Suddenly, the phone cuts off with another ringing. We answer.
Hello? Hey, sir. Hope your first week is going well. Sorry I haven't gotten a chance to call before now. Things have been a bit hectic on my end.
Ralph, I've been listening back to
William?
from last week.
From last... Oh!
So William Afton becomes the night guard?
The system. I thought it got wiped every week.
Evidently not. Why are you interrupting my night, Ralph?
Right. Well, pardon my asking, sir, but what on earth are you doing there? Didn't you get the memo?
What memo?
The building is on total lockdown.
From the original, from the first. Okay.
They're saying someone might have used one of the old spring.
It's coming together now.
You know, we have a couple in the back. And I want to say, sir, that I made it very clear that nobody's supposed to touch them. But they're saying, if someone did use one, it might have something to do with all the recent reports.
I'm aware, Ralph. I've been speaking with the police.
I doubt this is what you want to hear, but they're saying we're probably going to have to end up closing for a while. With all the panic and the new animatronics acting up, it's probably for the best. I promise I'll handle everything best I can. But for the time being, I recommend you finish your shift and try not to touch anything. It might contaminate
Alright.
evidence.
Mm-hmm.
I'll call you in the morning and update you. Just, please don't touch anything. Okay. Goodbye.
Suddenly the phone becomes garbled. The console on the desk spurs to life.
Attention.
Oh.
Power levels unstable. The following systems are experiencing malfunctions. Music box, toys remote communication systems, Chica, Bonnie, Freddy.
The others are under my protection. Let's see how you score.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
No protection at all.
The animatronic toys can't help you any longer.
So now the toys are after us. Okay. There we go. Okay.
I didn't just throw 3 random threats at you in the last night of the game without any extra way of dealing with them.
Okay.
So throughout the night, the animatronics will one by one be reactivated for a moment, and you have to move them away from the office.
Okay.
Then they'll go back under the puppet's control and continue moving back towards you.
Okay. Okay.
All the while, we still
I like how this
have
works.
approaching us,
I like how
and
this
the
works.
puppet will
Okay.
slowly be moving closer to the office. She's preoccupied by controlling the toys, so she's much slower than on other nights, but her advancement is clear and direct. Eventually,
Well, that's
the
real
puppet
creepy.
reaches the office by 6 a.m.
Hi.
You shouldn't have come back.
They're an event. They're an event. Oh, everyone's here.
So, obviously, this isn't the canon outcome.
Yellow rabbit
Just
killer
what
identified, found
the
dead.
scenario
Okay.
Our player is privy to without discovering the true secrets buried deeper within this game's lore. And speaking of which,
Part 7.
so
Okay.
much like the first video in this series, I want to try and keep the original spirit of FNAF 2's story intact, though as you can probably already tell, I have some much bigger changes in mind regarding this game's story. One thing eagle-eye viewers of the last video may have noticed was that in the flashback arcade minigames, the walls of the MCI pizzeria were plastered with posters of the toy animatronics. And yet, they still maintain the June 1985 date of the original series killing spree.
Alright.
While some thought this might be a mistake, this is actually my first major change to the lore. In this new reboot universe, the MCI still occurs in 1985, but the pizzeria is the same one as we see here in FNAF Heyday. Now, why did I make this change? Well, in FNAF 2, we were introduced for the first time to William Afton, or as we knew him back then, the Purple Guy. Throughout the first set of minigames, we are shown exactly how William went about committing the MCI, Charlie's murder, and, well, this treat of a minigame, Save Them. While there is still debate to this day
Alright.
as whether or not Save Them is depicting a second set of murders, that was most certainly the most popular interpretation of these secrets at the time.
I hope this
And
is
as it
featured
turns
in the
out, that
FNAF
game
2 movie.
tries
I
to
bet
make
so,
these
hopefully.
victims. It seems that going forward, regardless of the original intent, Scott decided to leave this minigame in the dust. There are no references beyond FNAF 2 to the DCI, at least in any direct
More
way.
ketchup.
FNAF 2 DCI.
You gotta stay away from the
In my
kitchen, man.
imagining, I decided to leave the DCI on the cutting room floor and merge it and the MCI together. This also gives William the opportunity to stuff the kids into their respective suits, as the Withereds aren't on stage performing. They're already slumped in the back room, used, making them the perfect vessels for him to utilize in secret. But of course, this is only scratching the surface of the deeper narrative buried within FNAF Heyday. We've still got minigames, secret characters, and the true ending to get to. So let's not.
Okay, so there is a true ending. Okay, I thought that was. Oh, that's a non-canon ending. My bad. Secret characters.
FNAF 2 introduced us to a slew of new, seemingly important, but very confusing secret characters. Now, I'm not going to be adding as many or even the same secret characters from the original FNAF 2, but following tradition, I think it'd be a shame not to include some. As we already have JJ out in the hallway, I still thought it would be fun to have a pair of white eyes which could be seen peering out from beneath the desk. And if you're unlucky enough, this could result in Dee Dee finding her way out and onto your desk.
No!
Dee Dee blocks your charging port for the flashlight and laughs.
Bro, Dee Dee's the most annoying character in FNAF.
These 3 paper pals returned from the original, sporting a new color scheme hinting at earlier origins. And finally...
What? No! I didn't like that.
FNAF games, FNAF Heyday will also include a custom night, accessible after beating the game.
Oh, I did not like that. I didn't like that at all. That literally scared me. Let me look at that again. Bro, that is terrifying.
As is true of most FNAF games.
Oh, that is horrifying. I don't like that. So, Into the Pit Bonnie's in here.
Different challenges will reward players with different unlocks.
You know, it actually makes a lot of sense that Into the Pit Bonnie's in here, because, if y'all should know, with Into the Pit, you pretty much have the withered animatronics. So that would make sense for Pit Bonnie to show up. That is very smart.
Here on this shelf in the player's office. You can see them displayed in the extras menu, or you can interact with them in-game.
Huh.
Hey kids, welcome to Fall Fest.
Fall Fest.
In the first video, I spoke briefly about an interactable phone placed in the office. Unfortunately, there turned out to be some weird video glitch, so I didn't get to discuss it fully, so sorry about that.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay.
In the same vein, I thought it would be cool for certain elements of this office to be interactable as well, such as the desk console. You can fiddle with these controls to change which song plays when we're using the music box.
Oh! I like that. Oh, you can interact with everything. Young boy killed at a local diner. Oh.
This will allow us to listen to audio logs found throughout the game.
Alcohol?
However,
Okay.
as I'm sure you can tell, we've got no tapes to play. Now, obviously in the full
Okay.
game you'd be able to find tapes and listen to them, but unfortunately I didn't have time while making this video to actually make any tapes to listen. Throughout the nights, the players can also locate arcade tokens. If the player collects
Bro, you
one,
gotta stop doing that.
they will be prompted to choose an arcade game to play.
For some arcade minigames, okay.
Arcade 1, Hit and Run Dead. In this arcade, we play as a survivor
Oh,
of the
wow.
zombie apocalypse, driving their way through the wasteland.
How long does it take to make these? This is incredible. This looks official.
As we're driving, we can drink collectible cans of energy drink to give us a speed boost. And at one point in the game, one of the broken sides on the roadway is glitchy. If we take this road, suddenly the car we're driving is a deep shade of purple, and it's nighttime.
Midnight Motorist. He thinks it's funny, I'll show him. Okay. So this song's called Freddy Fazbear Juniors. Okay.
For over 130 years.
Not sponsored. I just want to watch a video, man. That's all I want to do. This is really cool. It's so, he's so smart, and with the way he implements it, like having it where and that was in a completely original game. I thought it was gonna be something almost like Roxy's you know, the ride in Scary Beach where it's like Roxy, she's in like a very western area. That's what I would think. Hold on. How much longer does this have? Okay. Gem House and Gals, 1 moment. Something just happened. I need a moment. On a moment, yeah. On a moment, yeah. On a moment. Alright, back, folks. A little moment right there, but it will be okay. Don't worry. Everything is fine, fine, fine. Okay. Oh. It's gonna be a jump scare. Oh no, they're trapped under the box.
Arcade fun.
Oh boy, now what's happening? Wait. Oh no.
Uncle Bill?
What are you doing outside, dummy? You can go round the front.
I don't want them to put me outside again.
What about your puppet? Or does Daddy's machine not work? It's okay. Kids can be so cruel.
Uncle Bill,
Yes, Charlotte.
I'm sorry about what happened.
Oh no.
The other kids, they say it was my fault. They said if I hadn't been such a B-word, I wouldn't have made Mike angry. And if he wasn't angry, he wouldn't have done it. But it doesn't make any sense. I didn't do anything. I was trying to help. It wasn't my fault.
Why would you kill her when she's this sad?
No, Charlie. You look like your father.
Uncle Bill?
Arcade 3, Dungeon Crawl.
Oh no. Dungeon Crawl. Bro, this is all original.
Is a wizard who has to literally crawl through a goblin's dungeon with really low ceilings. The player must send fireballs in the direction of oncoming enemies and collect treasure.
I'm the marionette, but you can call me Mary.
Oh my
Please
goodness.
remember to treat other guests with respect.
Are we gonna see the dead body?
Remember to treat other guests with respect. Hi there. Looks like you wandered off. So, hi there. Hi there.
This is so dark.
This is way too fun.
Oh my gosh, this is so dark.
Arcade 4, One Nerd Army. This
One nerd
arcade
army.
is a side-scrolling
You know what? Respect. I'm a nerd. I'll take it.
Dork, who's finally stepping up and fighting back. However, we have to be careful that we only have limited stamina, so we can't face all these threats head-on. We can use our special.
I bet you it's gonna be Foxy.
In with our surroundings and let the thugs pass us. If we use this ability and never attack a single enemy,
From the pizzeria. Oh, that's such a cool transition. Oh, it's Pat Pat. Love Pat Pats.
Hi there. Please remember to treat other guests with respect.
Stupid thing. It's me, William Aston.
Of course, I know who you are, silly.
What?
All Fazbear Entertainment staff and animated property are legally authorized to use physical force in the state of Utah for
Henry,
security
get in
purposes.
here.
Oh.
Your stupid marionette's acting up again. Dummy. What? Kids can be so cruel. It's me.
Oh, it's Jackie.
What a sweet lullaby.
Charlie, Charlie, Charlie.
Oh,
That
wow.
was our missing link from the first game. We got to learn the truth behind the missing children, but we couldn't yet identify what made this spindly, zebra-striped monster crawling around the vents so special. But here it is, the truth of William's first
Oh,
murder.
that is
Obviously,
amazing
there are some details
looking.
left up to speculation, but the bulk of what happened to Charlie before and after her death is now
She
revealed.
has seen
William's
everything.
fascination with the supernatural begins with Charlie, a crime of passion that results in a decade's worth of horror.
Part 70.
To
Memories.
achieve the true ending of FNAF Heyday, the player will not only have to complete the hidden arcade games we talked about before, but also play through the memories of William from the week prior to the game. Considering we're playing as this ruthless killer, our goals, sickeningly, must align with his, and it's our job to make sure his plan comes to fruition. To start this trip through William's mind, we have to click and drag the U icon on the map to different parts of the building, the same way we do with toys. On night 1, we have to drop ourselves to the exit.
Oh, this is so cool. Oh, I love this. Oh, so it's REBOOT. Okay, this is very Secret of the Mimic. Okay. Helpy. Wow, they're even pulling from Secret of the Mimic. Alright. Genial. Did I say that correct? Wink.
On
So,
night 2, we have to bring our icon to this small room at the end of the hall outside your office.
oh. Okay. Oh, this is the office. Okay.
Hi there. You have reached the office of Ralph Burgess. Please leave a message.
Well, this is
and I'll be
Ralph.
sure to get right back.
Ralph's office.
Beep.
Oh. Alright. Picturing. Huh. Oh yeah, Ralph did say Foxy was his favorite. I do remember. Oh, they're safe. Why wouldn't he? Oh yeah, this is Jeremy. Oh, that's Henry's note. Oh, Henry. Okay.
This bonus item we've just unlocked will come into play later, but for now, let's keep our focus on the rest of the memories. On night 3, we drag ourselves over to the employee lounge.
It has the copy machine from... Oh, I love that reference. Back in,
Publishing the reinforcement
he had like a game where there's a foxing machine. Oh, pretty often. A torn piece of cloth. Oh, probably just a keep, maybe. Oh, okay. That is creepy. There's the Supreme Bonnie. There's the Supreme Man. Is he like gonna put the suit on? Okay. Who are the animators? Because they're doing incredible. Oh, so it's kind of like Paddington with the way how. Okay. So it's a lot like Paddington.
Finally, on night 4, we drag our icon to what will eventually become the janitor's closet in FNAF Anniversary, but here, it's something else entirely.
Oh. Are they really bringing sister location into this? They did with the first one, but like, I want to see him do the entire series. Please do the entire series. Oh my, this is so well made, so cool. Receive physical oh, that's how you put it in. Okay, just alright.
With all evidence of William's crimes erased and the blame pinned on someone else entirely, night 5 will begin with a secret maintenance session. Throughout the week, we perform maintenance on Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. And now...
This is music from my Poppy Playtime. Fredbear? Yeah, it's Fredbear. Mr. Chomper, there he is. Oh boy, okay.
Are you sure you wish to continue? Okay, let's get started. First, please proceed with any required maintenance and/or cleaning.
Removed all of the parts, okay. Oh, he really is Golden Freddy.
Let's try again, shall we? Press the prompt button to cycle to the next item in your prompt package. Please use the flashlight as instructed and document results on your maintenance panel. Seems like this animatronic isn't responding to your prompts. Whatever maintenance you've performed has either been unsuccessful or has damaged the animatronic further. Please Each report
Alright.
has failed maintenance to your supervisor so that a more competent employee may rectify it.
Oh, a secret play. Oh, okay.
It appears you're
All I can
trying to
do is
view the
go.
contents of this maintenance session. Please confirm with your personal access code. Thank you.
After completing this maintenance session,
Okay.
Night 5 finally begins, with a small wristband sitting on the desk, along with a note.
Edwin.
Everything is now in place, and William's
Okay.
plan can finally come to fruition. Night 5 goes about the same as it does in the base game, with the puppet controlling the toys, making their way toward the office. The night comes to an end with the puppet appearing in the office, but in this version of events, William is ready.
Oh boy. Oh. Oh.
Uh-oh. But time's falling apart again. Want to help put her back together?
This sounds like that. Come on, man. Toy Bond. Game Theory did do Toy Bond. Wait, I gotta hear his voice again. I gotta hear his voice again. Is that what he's gonna sound like in the movie? Oh wait, or was that the Game Theory, the new one, the new actor? Let me hear his voice again. I don't know about that. I don't know if that's the actual thing, but first off, that's brutal. But this part right here.
But time's falling apart again. Want to help put her back together?
Put her back together. I love this. This is the thing that I love about Five Nights at Freddy's. It's the community. Because the thing is with Five Nights at Freddy's, it's like, it has such a huge community. And it's almost like they're so free to do what they want. And this is what I mean. Like, this is incredible. And it's incredible that people put this much work into a project like this. I love it. It's just outstanding. Cutscene. Thank you for 100 day and for your everlasting patience. This project has been a labor of love from the... I can't... Ah! We're getting the FNAF 3 reboot! Okay, eventually. Okay. What is this?
Your name for the record.
Det Larson?
My name is William Afton.
Very good, Mr. Afton. Now, do you mind telling me where you were on the night of June 26th?
8465. Okay, don't care about that. Okay, oh yeah, the,
What's up, guys? In today's video,
new, Chapter 5 stuff came up for Private Playtime, which I've already seen. Anyways, that is it for the video. That was amazing. Like I said, it's incredible that someone puts this much passion and stuff into just a project like that, which is incredible. Like, what I've seen from FNAF 2 remakes, what they would do, they would pretty much stay pretty much the same to the source material, in a way. And it's like, I don't know words. Again, I don't really script these. But it's very cool. And, like, that's what I was saying. Like, most FNAF 2 remakes, they stay really close to source material with maybe a few differences. This game, they pretty much changed everything. They changed they pretty much changed every aspect and everything for the franchise. No, not the franchise, for the game. And that's amazing. Though maybe one day, even the original one, FNAF Anniversary, FNAF Heyday, maybe one day they will make this an official fan game. And I really hope they do, because this is incredible. Anyways, that's it for the video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Next video, who knows? I might react to, I don't know, the Return of Freddy's. I don't know. Again, still try my best to get back into the YouTube spirit, because I've been gone for a while. Listen, a lot's going on in my life. I've got to be honest with you. A lot happening, a lot of chaos, all that jazz. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed the video. And again, make sure to subscribe and notification bells on. And yeah, subscribe and notification bells on so you don't miss another video from me. Comment down below of what I should maybe do next. And like the video, but you don't have to. And hey, all the stuff I said, you don't have to do it. I would just really appreciate if you were to do that, because it really helps me out. From channel. From life. Okay, enough with the yippee yapper. Hope y'all have a fantastic day. Oh, yeah, you're him. There. And as always, Jim Pals and Gals, I will see you whenever the next video comes out.